Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Therapycraft. Um, so this is same day as the last week's videos. Um, I was thinking about some of the timeline stuff and things like that, and decided that I want to see if I can maybe bust out some extra videos, some extra stuff here. This particular, since we do have the holidays coming up and stuff, at the time that I'm recording this. In this video, I am going to go out, do a little venturing around, put all this stuff that we got last time, especially those bad boys, do a little venturing around, see if I can't find a good spot for a more permanent home location. So we are gonna head out right now. Ooh, having a bit of an issue. Why am I getting so much frame lag? That's weird. But I'm having a bit of an issue with my computer right now, being a little weird. I don't know why. But hopefully we can get that figured out and get things running a little bit smoother here. So today we're going to take a look at the map here and just kind of look at, so we went this way last time. There's a bit of an open space here. I would really like somewhere preferably that is not quite so heavily forested. So we're going to venture out this way today. See if we can't find ourselves a place to go here. So like I said, I'm having a bit of computer issue right now. I don't know what's going on. Man, look at that FPS drop. I have no idea why it's being so weird. It was not being this bad earlier. But we will deal with it for now, and hopefully things will kind of even out. It might be, wondering if it's, if I accidentally left something of it in the background. Who knows? But we're gonna hop on over here. What are you guys doing? Oh, jeez. Oh, they're quick. They're quick. I'm gonna die. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, so, geez, that was wild. So yeah, that is really why I don't want a forested area. A lot of scary mobs. Hello. So it looks like we're recovering health at a decent pace here, which is good. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh wait, what are we doing? Okay. So let's not get ourselves attacked here. I see something off in the distance here. Looks like maybe a village in the distance. Yes. Oh, this interesting. Looks like a pretty decent village, actually. So we're just gonna eat. Oh, hello, hello. Welcome to the village. Hello. Oh, jeez. And of course, there's zombies. Let's just get them attacking me instead of the villagers. Okay. So I don't really like this area, but maybe right over here, potentially for building. Let's kind of scope this place out and see if it's got anything good. that we want to take with us right now. Is this, I don't know if these are, hello? Okay, no, this is probably just a, oh my gosh. Something about this village throwing me off, I think. So, we want to steal that at some point, because that'll help us in getting our own setup going. Hello? Look. What is it? Witchcraft. Nice melting page. Honestly, I don't think I need any of this stuff right now. Nothing in there really. Let's go and see if we can't check out this guard tower here. Hello? Get some cobble and build up there. Do. A saddle. Wow. Really balling out, guys. Really doing it hard. Literally the worst. Literally the worst. What is that? That looks strange. Should we go investigate? Well, okay. So, we're just going to be running around in this particular episode. Sheep over there, guarding the interesting area. Just going to be wandering around. Ooh, there was an arrow. Like I said, try to find something interesting. So last episode, I said we were going to kind of pick a topic within mental health. Ooh, jeez. Okay. So literally just looks like a crash site for that particular mod. Okay, we gotta get out of here. We're getting attacked. I don't want to deal with that right now. Let's venture over that way. So I said we'd pick a topic in mental health and talk about it. So I figured we'd start with something really, really basic. Something that I think a lot of people have either experienced for themselves or a family member that they know has experienced it. Okay. Wait, which way do we actually want to go? I wanted to go over there, towards that direction. Okay. And that is depression. So, sorry, there's a thing right here. I think it's just that. Okay, anyway. So, yeah, depression. And kind of talking about some of the effects that it can have, some of the things that, they get right and wrong in movies and such. Depression is actually very common. In my estimation, I think most people, end up dealing with some level of depression at some point in their lives. That's not necessarily to say that, somebody is dealing with what we would call a clinical level of depression. Something that would be able to be diagnosed and addressed in an ongoing therapy type of a need. What was that? Why is he unannounced? That's weird. It's just okay. And so you know, it happens. You probably, oh God, blood moon. You've probably experienced it, and my bed is back at home, at some point yourself, where, you just, for whatever reason, don't necessarily feel right. Let me just kill this for now. I know it could probably come in handy later, but don't care. Don't know what I can do with that, but okay. So, really on a very basic level, depression is having a depressed mood. Your mood is depressed, or it's, not as high, not as positive as it should be. And this can be caused by a number of different factors, a number of different things. That's a big amount. And a lot of these are pretty common. Geez, I don't think this is a good idea being out here. Oh boy, I think that was a blizz, and that's not good. All right, we're gonna die out here. I am 99% sure, because #blip. Okay, we may need to just dig a hole, bury ourselves in it. Try to see if I can't. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. No, I'm almost out of ability to run. Okay. Oh. Nope. Can't stop. Can't stop for even a moment. Sorry. Discussion is getting interrupted here by me having to run away. So, shoot. All right. We are dead. I tried. Okay, so we respawn at the bottom of our mountain here, and hopefully we can get back up to our house without too many issues, and then we'll close the door, and oh geez, Skelly boy. Okay, close the door, and grab cobble, because what can happen during a blood moon, if we're not careful, we can be attacked. Of course, we can be attacked from in here. So we're gonna wait out the blood moon right here. Might take a little while. Hopefully not too very long. But so yeah, depression. Typical signs of depression, that I'm looking for with people are usually that they're not doing as much as they used to. They're losing interest in activities that they used to do. They're losing, interest in, people, things that they used to do. I don't know what I need to do all that. They're just not wanting to be around people, or maybe they're just not doing anything at all, and that can be kind of a more severe case where they get to the point where they just stop doing things, and that can be pretty bad too, for people. Does the journey map get reset when we die, or am I just dumb, and because I'm inside, it's not connected? That might be the case. So yeah, it is, really is, kind of what they portray on TV as having a depressed mood, when they portray it in any reasonable way other than just somebody saying, I'm depressed, blah, blah, blah. And it becomes really hard, really, really, really hard to to find motivation to do anything at all. You know what? While we're waiting, we're going to go do a little mining, not just waste this time. I have no torches. Lovely. Can I not? There we go. Oh, geez. What is appetite used for? Okay. I should probably stop. I can't. Can't stop, won't stop. Geez. Okay. I can't even see. Too dark. So for me, I'm going to close up this hole here so nothing can kill me. For me, when I'm working, so I don't, in my current job, I don't do mental health assessments, i.e., I don't diagnose depression, PTSD. I don't diagnose anything in any short or long amount of time. However, what I will say is that in treating it, there are a number of different ways to kind of go about that. So like I explained in, I think, the last video, my own personal, therapy modality is more of a DBT / mindfulness modality, with things ventured in there as well, various other pieces that I do like to include because I think they're helpful. Again, I can't go too far because I don't have any torches, but we can make some, I think. Nope, we don't have to wood. That's okay. So as I am, working with people, I like to talk about, how do you practice mindfulness? What are some things that you do to be mindful? And a lot of people have a conception that mindfulness is meditation. Mindfulness is, sitting on the ground and doing the whole meditation thing, chanting Om and essentially just being weird like that. For most people, that's what they think. It's a weird thing. In my opinion, that's, so I've been doing meditation a long time personally, and for me, when I first started off, it was when I was in college before my master's degree. I was doing things the way that I saw them on TV. Hello? I was doing things, the way that I thought things were done. And so I would take time out of my day to sit down and meditate, just like that. I would cross my legs, I would have my hands, resting on my knees, and I would meditate. Some of the time I would say Om. Sometimes, most of the time I wouldn't, because it felt very unnatural to me to do that. It felt weird, and I was not about that. Like, I did not want to feel uncomfortable while I was doing it. And I think that's a good thing to think about when you are, when you're starting meditation, is you definitely should not be uncomfortable when you're doing it. It should be something that is completely comfortable in the space that you're in. Now, that being said, there may be some discomfort in just sitting and being. But again, not necessarily something that would or should stop you from working on mindfulness. So getting back to depression. So like I said, I like to use that mindfulness approach with it because I think a lot of people can relate and can grasp it fairly easily as a way to kind of change where your mind is at. And for depression, that can be a huge factor in this. Changing how you're thinking about things, or just what you're thinking about things. The heck is this? There's a cauldron. I'm assuming there's a witch up there. I'm not equipped for that. So a big piece of it, as far as mindfulness would say, is that you want to change your thoughts, change how you think about things, change that mental, oh geez, we're going to run away from that real quick. Change that mental energy around it, and that'll change how you feel. And I find that this works pretty well for people with a lower level of depression. So we're not talking like extreme depression here. We're talking, maybe somebody who just is not necessarily feeling good about how excuse me, how things are going for them. And is having more of what I would consider a lower level of depression. This is not something that I would start off with a client who has a higher level of depression, because they'll probably need some extra support moving forward. I don't see a gravestone. Okay. Memorize you, Skilly. I shall dig down and get my stuff. Perfect. Okay. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay. So I think I lost that cold that I just had. Which is fantastic. But there it is. Okay. I'm going to pop a couple of broken spawners. Can I fix this? We can get more if we need it. I'm keeping those. Keep those up. Getting a little escape here. So if I'm seeing somebody who's coming in for a session, and let's say that they have some pretty severe depression, they're really hard pressed to do anything to get out. They're having thoughts of hurting themselves, because that's, again, very common. We're going to address that. We're going to do a lot of safety planning, making sure that person is safe, making sure, they aren't going to harm themselves or others. Again, these are two very important pieces. But then also working on, how do we get out more? How do we build supports? I think there might be a dungeon over here. How do we, how do we manage this feeling that you're having and move through it to improve? Move through it to start feeling a little bit better. I'm going to head back this way, I think. The incredible thing is that for a lot of people, just making a conscious effort to get out and do something, whatever that something is, can be huge. This is a term that we call behavioral activation. So we are essentially activating the brain to produce some of those positive chemicals, serotonin, norepinephrine, epinephrine. Hello? Great Dane? Is somebody's dog? Doggo? I'm just sitting there? I don't think you get killed if something fun's here, so we out. I'm sure I'm going the right way here. Yeah. So yeah. One of the kind of proofs to this, if you want to, maybe try it at home, try it for yourself. Maybe you're upset, sad about something. We're going to visit this switch real quick. Maybe you're just not having a good day. Whatever it is that's going on. How do we... Oh, that was not a witch. That was a goblin. There we go. Sneak in there. Nothing. Fine. Yeah. So to give it a try yourself. So this is a skill that we call half smiling. So essentially, what you do is fake a smile. Just right now, fake a smile, and keep smiling. Keep holding that. Keep holding that smile for a little while. And what we found is that as you're holding that smile, the longer that you hold it, the more the more happy you get. And now it's not going to be any huge level of happiness increase. You're not going to go from severely depressed to, running around yelling and being overjoyed. No. But you will, you will typically experience some increase in overall positive feeling. And this is, this is because of, we're essentially playing a trick on our brains. We are, in our lives, we have essentially taught ourselves that, our brains know when we smile, we're happy. And this is a very general rule of thumb. But our brains tend to catch on to things pretty quick when we do them over and over and over and over and over again. So as we're half smiling, as it were, it doesn't have to be a full smile, it can be a half smile, but we keep it there and we push through whatever's going on. We kind of manage our feelings and we keep that smile going. Now, if something negative, really bad is going on, this isn't going to work, obviously. You can't just push your way and feel okay through something that doesn't feel good. Through something that is negative. But, if it's not necessarily something that is negative, maybe it is you are at work and you're maybe just not feeling 100% that day. You put on that half smile, you do what you can. Interesting stuff here. And you move forward, and you kind of press forward. And as you're doing that, keep going. You keep half smiling. You keep doing what you need to do. You'll start to feel better. Typically, it takes about 5 minutes for that brain trick to really set in, to where you feel a little bit of relief. And this is not something, like I said, not something that's going to work for everybody. This is not something that you can just do, if something really bad is going on. So, if you're in a bad situation, you're wanting to use different coping skills to get through. But it can help with some stuff. Some things that are more challenging, some things that are difficult, can definitely help with those things. And so I always encourage people to try that when they're dealing with depressed mood, when they're dealing with some lower level depression symptoms. And as we have that higher level, we move towards behavioral activation. And oh God, oh no! There's a zombie on our bus. He's coming. Oh, there's one over there too. Shoot. We should not be out of the house at night. Should probably take a bed with us or something. There's probably a sleeping bag type deal in this pack. I should look. So yeah. When we talk about moving towards positive stuff and the things that we want, the things that we need to be healthy, to have a more positive mood. And that's what we encourage people to work on, is what can you do with your life right now that is going to make an improvement. It's a bit more solution focused. What are you going to do today? What are you going to go out and do? Therapists love to talk about giving homework, coming back after having done something to address what's going on for you. And I know a lot of people that I work with who really love having that homework and being able to have their clients come back in after having a really great time outside of session doing homework, and then they can they come in and they see what a difference it can make, whatever that homework is. And so, that's a big piece of it is having something to do. Where was the next tab? Claim it. Having something to do that is going to be positive. I think that is a huge factor in a lot of this. I think we need to sleep. This has been a bit of a longer episode, I think. I wasn't really timing it this time like I normally do. So I'm going to kind of wind it down here. We'll keep going with talking about depression and depressed mood and some of that stuff in the next episode. But I will catch you guys next time.